Let's settle one of the biggest debates in gaming. Will esports ever be bigger than traditional sports? You've seen the takes, right? Esports will overtake football in 10 years, or it will just be people playing games. It'll never be the same. But if you look at where we are now, the line's already starting to blur. Welcome to the final circle. Today, we'll be diving deep into the future of esports and whether it's destined to outgrow the stadiums that came before it. Let's start with the facts. Let's just start with the facts, right? Esports viewership has expanded. The biggest tournaments pull in millions of viewers, sometimes rivaling the Super Bowl or the World Cup finals in raw numbers. Think about this: Super Bowl finals, World Cup in raw numbers. Games like League of Legends, Dota 2, PUBG Mobile, and Valorant fill arenas, breaking streaming records and pull sponsorship from brands that used to ignore gaming completely. But here's the catch: viewership isn't everything. Traditional sports have decades of infrastructure, leagues, fans, media rights, community traditions. Esports is still building that. We're not there yet, but we're definitely on the path. Most kids today grow up watching streamers, not athletes. Their heroes aren't Messi or LeBron. For some people. You're Tenzi, Simple, Scout, Faker, Paraboy, Havlik, so on and so forth. And when that generation grows up with disposable income, they are going to spend it where their passion lies. Esports merchandise, tickets, in-game events, digital collectibles. So will esports replace traditional sports? Maybe not, but it doesn't have to. It's carving its own lane, one built for a digital-first world. Here's where esports has the upper hand: accessibility. You don't need to be 6'4" or have a stadium in your city. You just need Wi-Fi, a device, and serious amounts of dedication. That means talent can come from anywhere: Lagos, Manila, Sao Paulo, Seoul. It doesn't matter. Esports is global by design and by default, and that's something traditional sports can't replicate, no matter how big they are. Plus, esports doesn't age the same way. A game can evolve, patch, or reinvent itself overnight. You can't nerf Lionel Messi, but you can nerf a weapon, and that adaptability makes esports endless and seamless. Let's not sugarcoat it. Esports still has hurdles, right? Inconsistent prize pools, burnout, lack of stable leagues in some regions, and let's not forget, too many titles competing for attention. Football doesn't have 12 different versions every year, but esports does. And when every game wants to be the esport, it's hard to build long-term loyalty. There's also the business side, right? Regulation, health standards, infrastructure, all of that. Still figuring that out. So while esports is growing fast, it's also growing messy. So here's what's happening quietly behind the scenes. Esports and traditional sports aren't rivals. They're merging, just like in the upcoming Olympics 2027. Esports is part of the titles. It's already confirmed, and I believe it's going to be hosted in the beautiful city of, you guessed it, ding ding, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. You've got football clubs with esports teams. In PUBG Mobile, I know Besiktas, I know Galatasaray are two specific teams that I know for sure navigate in the Turkish region for PUBG Mobile. So this is in news. NBA players are investing in orgs. Streaming platforms showing both gaming tournaments and live matches. Even the Olympics are testing esports events. It's not old versus new anymore. It's just entertainment evolving with the audience. In the end, esports might not beat traditional sports, right? It just needs to stand side by side as the sport of the digital generation. So will esports be bigger than traditional sports? Maybe not. But that's not really the point. The point is, we're witnessing the birth of something new, something global, something that speaks to the language of the internet generation. And if you ask me, that's already legendary. So this is the final circle, reminding you that the future of competition isn't on the field, it's in the lobby, loading in for the next match. So until then, I will see you in the next episode. Peace.